As Frémy struggled to stand, the huge hand encased in the blackened glove provided assistance.
"May I do this for you, my lord? I was born in a stable, you know, just as the Son of God was."
"And every other poor nameless bastard whelped by a homeless whore," one of the other men muttered. The Dark Knight said something in English, which Frémy did not understand, but it served to silence his foul-mouthed companion.
"This way, my lord."
Frémy stumbled over his own feet, such was his haste to lead the men to the stables. Once more the knight's gauntlet descended, this time to catch the back of his robe and steady him. A fold of his cloak fell away from a snowy white tunic, upon which the Passion Cross blazed in all its scarlet glory.
"Saint Ambrose protect us! You are God's warriors!"
Frémy, who had only heard stories of the Knights Templar, thought his eyes might pop out of their sockets.
"Why did you not say, my lord? I shall summon the abbot at once."
"Our business here is with your smith," the knight said. "Brother Noir. Where does he keep the forge?" Frémy blinked.
"We have no forge of our own, and Brother Noir is not a smith. He works the stone."
"Indeed." The knight sounded exasperated. "Where is he to be found hammering rocks, then?"
"Our brother has given himself over to God, my lord," the monk said. "He retreated to the crypts during harvest so that he might devote himself to prayer."
"All the rats," the foul-mouthed knight swore again. "Richard, he will refuse us." The Dark Knight eyed his companion, who ducked his head. "Have faith, Hugh. I believe our brother may be persuaded to once more take up his hammer." Frémy helped the knight see to their mounts before leading them across the bailey to the old chapel.
"There are other ways to reach the crypts, my lord," he told the Dark Knight, "but this passage leads directly to the tombs. That is where Brother Noir has sought solace."
"You will show us the way," the knight urged. Frémy took them to the door hidden in the panels behind the altar and led them along the twisting steps, brushing aside cobwebs as he went. The air grew cool against his sweat-glazed cheeks, while puddles of water dragged at the rough hem of his robe and chilled his sandaled feet. Another faint light met that of the monk's torch and guided him the rest of the way to the penitent's cell. The abbot had forbidden all contact with Brother Noir, promising severe punishment to whoever dared defy him. At the wooden door to the cell, Frémy hesitated, not wishing to defy the rule of order, but the Dark Knight brushed past him. Inside the room sat Brother Noir, his head completely shaved, his body shockingly naked, but for a length of threadbare rag wound about his loins. In one hand he held the Agpeya, the book of prayers for each of the canonical hours. His other hand gripped a gleaming dagger of reddish metal. The other knights filed in behind the dark man, taking up positions around him. The silence stretched out from there, thick with words unsaid. The air became unbearably sweet until Frémy's head spun and he stumbled to the other side of the passage, gulping in the cooler air. "Have you no greeting for your lord, Christophe?" the Dark Knight asked. The bald head lifted, and dull gray eyes regarded each man's face before settling on that of the Dark Knight. "No more do I trifle with scum such as you and yours, Tremaine. Begone with you." One of the other knights surged forward, but the clout he intended to give never landed. The dagger in Brother Noir's hand pierced the knight's wrist, driving him backward until the blade buried itself in and pinned his hand to the stone wall. Horrified, Frémy shuffled backward and covered the scream that wanted to burst from his mouth. Despite the vicious injury his dagger had inflicted, Brother Noir himself had not moved a muscle. "As I recall," Tremaine said, "when you left England, you vowed never to ply your gift again. I had hopes for your son, but his talents have proven to be quite the opposite of yours."
"Did that bitch send you?"
Brother Noir slowly rose to his feet. Surely the tallest man Frémy had ever seen, the reclusive brother stood a head above the other knights.
"Is that what you do here?"
Before Tremaine could answer, he spit on the floor.
"That is all I have for her and her little bastard."
"Pity. The boy is the image of you, Chris." The Dark Knight seemed unmoved. "A crime for which Blanche has punished him all his life. But no, that is not why I have disturbed your prayers." At that, Brother Noir seemed to shrivel, his shoulders drooping, his chin dropping until it touched